Okay, I'm going to show you how to combine improvement opportunities. So I'm going to start out by opening up, again, an Internet Explorer window, typing in my information to get into the home page of the database. So we're on the home page. Now, before you combine improvement opportunities, just like hotspots, there's a few fields that have to be aligned before it will let you combine them. So I'm going to show you how to create a view to check the alignment of those fields for your category. So I'm on the home page of the database. I'm going to go over here and click on this. Then I'm going to scroll down to the list called Improvement Opportunities. Okay, now just to show you what we're working towards, I've already created a view that I use all the time. And once you've created a view, it's there for good as long as you're working on the same computer. So as you can see, I was in the Improvement Opportunity list. I went up here and clicked on List. And then under this All Items drop-down, under my personal views, I've created this list that I can view called Check Combine IOs. And this is helpful because, for example, for non-dairy, let's go look at that product category. Where is it? There it is. So for non-dairy, you can see the improvement opportunity titles that are in there, the life cycle stage of each of those, the specificity, and the opportunity type. Well, these four things are what we have to check the alignment of if we want to combine something. So say I wanted to combine all 5 of these entries, I would need to make sure that the title was the same, and you can see that's not the case. So these all have aquaculture on the end, but this one does not, so I would need to fix that. All of them are labeled as aquaculture and fisheries, but the specificity, some of them don't even have it, and some of them vary, and the opportunity type is aligned, so that's good. But it looks like there's some work that needs to go on to align these before the database will actually let you combine them. So I'm going to show you how to create this view, and again, once you create this view, it's done for good, and so this is a one-time thing, and you can benefit from it and use it in the future. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so backing back out, starting on the home page of the database, I'm going to go over here and click on Lists. And I want to create a view for the Improvement Opportunities list, so I'm going to click on Improvement Opportunities. Then to create your own view, you click on List up here, and this button called Create View. And we want to click on Standard View. Okay, now I'm going to name this, and as you can see, I'd already created a list like that before, so I'm just going to create a test one. So Check Combine IOs 2, I'm going to call it. And then there's all this information that this list contains, and you can choose to select it or not, whether you want to display it. So, you know, I'm just going to leave all of these things up. That sounds fine. Maybe we don't need the CFP decision. We'll leave that in there, not the override. We need all of these things, so I'm going to leave that in there. You can choose what you want, but the most important thing is you need to have the life cycle stage, and then of course the title of the improvement opportunity, the related category. And you need to also have the specificity, so let's find where that is. I think it's this one right here. And then the opportunity type. So the most important things are that these two are selected, life cycle stage, related category, and the name of the improvement opportunity, which is this right here. So I've got everything that I want to display checked. I'm going to say OK. Okay, so now we're viewing this list that we created. But if you ever wanted to get to that, again, you know, go over here, say List, Improvement Opportunities, and up here on List, you can see that there's this new list created, Check Combine IOs 2. So that's what we were just viewing. It went straight into it. So maybe you decide that this isn't quite the order of the columns that you'd like to view the improvement opportunities in, because again, you want to be looking at the title, the life cycle stage, the opportunity specificity, and the opportunity type. Actually, that doesn't look like it's the right field. Sometimes there are fields in that list that have confusing names. So it looks like opportunity specificity is not the actual specificity that I'm looking for. So I actually want to modify this view. So let me go back to list, modify view. So I want to uncheck that and look for the other one, the correct one. Here it is, specificity. So that's the one that should have been checked. Okay, so I've checked it now. I'm going to go OK, and then it'll fix that for me. So we're looking at that list right now. So I want to rearrange the columns so that I'm looking at all of the things I want to look at together. So to do that, I'm going to click up here to list and go to data sheet view. And again, a warning on data sheet view. What I'm going to show you is the only thing that you're allowed to do in data sheet view is to rearrange columns. And always be very careful when using that, because you could mess up the database for everyone else if you make edits in this view. So I'm going to click on data sheet view and rearrange the columns however I want. So I'm just going to do it like this. Let's go with ID, related category. You can see I'm shifting around the columns. Improvement opportunity name, life cycle stage. Let's get this over here. Specificity. Okay, and that's the order I wanted in. If you want it in a little different order, that's up to you. Now that I've rearranged the columns how I want them, I'm going to click back on standard view. And now you can see it's frozen, and anytime I go back to this view, it's going to display the columns in this order that I've selected. So I want to combine some improvement opportunities in non-dairy. So in under related category, I'm going to go to non-dairy. There it is. And I'm going to make this a little smaller so we can see some more. So as we said, we have some improvement opportunities. They all have the same name except for one of them. So this one. This one is actually missing the dash aquaculture on the end, while all the other ones have that. So if I were to try to combine those, it would tell me I can't because they're not all named the same. So I'm going to edit that one and fix the title, but what else do I need to fix? So the life cycle stage for all of them is aligned. That's good. The opportunity type is aligned. They're all consumer goods manufacturer practices. Okay. But the specificity is kind of all over the place. So reading through the description of this improvement opportunity, it sounds like an improvement opportunity that is specific to aquaculture. So let me edit this one and we'll decide which specificity we want to use. I'm going to say edit item. And I want to add to the end of this dash aquaculture so that it has the same name as all the other ones. Always say for improvement opportunities that they are actionable. That's a little error I saw there. So here under the specificity, it's been left blank. I wouldn't quite say that this is a category IO because it doesn't just apply to non-dairy. If there were some other products that use this IO, I think it's probably at the family level, so I'm going to set it to that and save. Okay, so I want all of these improvement opportunities to have this title. I want them to be in the life cycle stage, aquaculture and fisheries, consumer goods manufacturing practice as the opportunity type, and family for the specificity. So I'm just going to edit each one of those that are not aligned with that. This one says category. I want it to say family, so I'm going to edit it. Again, click that's actionable, family, save. Okay, and this one is missing the family. I'm going to edit that too. Yes, it's actionable. family. Okay, so it looks like we're all aligned, and now we're ready to combine. So once you're ready to combine, and remember we want to combine this for non-dairy. So I'm going to click on the non-dairy product category. And then I'm going to click on the Improvement Opportunities tab. And I'm going to sort by the Improvement Opportunity title by clicking this. Okay, now they're all in order. This is good to do because if you had some improvement opportunities that had different titles, it would sort all of the ones with the same title next to each other, so you know you would combine all of those. So I'm just going to click these boxes next to all of them. And I'm going to scroll back up to the top once they're all selected, all of them that I want to combine, and click Combine Selected IOs. And let that process. Now, if we hadn't done that alignment process, then when we clicked Combine, it would show us an error, and it would say, you know, your names are not the same, or the specificity is not the same, something like that, and we would need to go fix that and then try again. Okay, now once you get to this screen and you combined, the improvement opportunity description needs to be edited. So what this does, it takes all those individual descriptions that you had for the ones you combine, and it just meshes them all together. So you would actually need to clear this out and write a summary mechanism of all of those. And I'm just going to put in a little placeholder and let the lead researcher do this in the future. But just know that you need to write a summary mechanism when you combine, or a summary description of the individual descriptions. Okay. Once that's done, just kind of check out these fields. It looks like when you combine that the life cycle stage goes away. So you need to actually put that back in. So I'm going to click Aquaculture and Fisheries. And it also cleared out the opportunity type. So I want to select that again, and if you'll remember, it was consumer goods manufacturer practice. It does leave the specificity, so that is good. I want to make sure these boxes look okay. Sometimes it also meshes together. These things and the information can be confusing, so you might want to clear that information out, but this one's okay, so I'm going to say Save. And now you can see we are in non-dairy, and all of those improvement opportunities have been combined together into this one. So if I were to click on that and scroll down in the archives, you would see all of those individual ones that I combined. Okay, so now we've combined the improvement opportunity, and the next step would be to go attach this improvement opportunity to the appropriate hotspots. That will be the next video.